Today I will be ranking every SMG in Modern Warfare 2, but first like the video and subscribe. I'm on the way to 100 subscribers, so be the first to sub. I will be ranking all base 8 of the SMGs. I honestly have not used the Bass P enough in this game to even rank it among these, but I will be ranking the base 8. At number 8, I'm gonna have to give it to Veil 46. It's heartbreaking for me because I'm an Mw2 fan. This was probably my favorite Call of Duty of all time, and MP7 was one of the best SMGs in that game, and personally it's just not that good in this game. The damage is pretty terrible. If you've ever used the base Veil 46 or the MP7, you know that the damage is terrible on it, and the accuracy, it feels like you're like moving around, you're not really controlling the weapon out. Or you have to put on a ton of attachments to feel like this is a competent gun. But all around, I do like the look of it, but I'm gonna have to give it to number 8 as the last SMG in its category. I was so tempted to put this weapon at last, but I couldn't do it. Even though the MP7 is terrible, I'm gonna have to give this a little bit above the MP7. It's the mini back. I don't really know how to say it, but I can't explain it. You can torch me in the comments all you want, but this honestly is better than the MP7. But the only reason I get it above the MP7 is it has more ammo in it, and it hits a little bit harder, and it feels like you can control the weapon more and a little bit more mobility, but it still does get hit markers a lot, and this has more ammo, so I'm gonna have to give it to this at number 7 over the MP7. Coming in at number 6 is the PDSW 528. This is the P90 as everyone refers it to. It doesn't have that much damage, but the one thing about this is its fire rate is the fastest firing SMG, I think, and honestly in my opinion, it makes it like a faster TTT, and it just makes it a good weapon. And the one downside that I could talk about is you need to have a sight on this gun, and it's very accurate once you put like attachments on to help your accuracy, but the iron sights are terrible on this weapon, and you do need a red dot or something to look through because it's not good. And honestly, in my opinion, that's what the major downside of this gun, because most of these other guns have good iron sights, but you have to put on a red dot and it's going to make your ADS time slower, but it does have a fast fire rate, which makes it a faster killing weapon than most of the other guns. So I'm gonna give this a mid, this is like kind of like a mid-tier weapon right here, but it's the P90 or PDSW 528. Coming in at number 5 is the Fennec 45. This is the Vector, as some people might refer it to, but it's definitely a faster firing SMG, and it's very accurate, and the iron sights are very good on this weapon. That's a very important thing for SMGs. We want to make that fast aim down sight time, and the mobility is really good. The one downside, it only has 30 rounds in the base. You do need to add the ammo to it, but after that, it's honestly a good gun, and it is very fast to kill. But the major downside is you lose ammo way too fast with the fire rate and being only 30 rounds. But base, that's what's the major downsides, but it's a really good gun. And honestly, this is the mid-tier, this is a mid-tier SMG, but it's not too bad or too good, it's just right. Coming in at number 4 is the FS Hurricane. This is more like an AR. It has really good iron sights. The reload time is kind of longer than most of the SMGs compared, but I'll compare this more to AR. But this is a medium mobility. Handling is pretty good, and the accuracy is pretty good with the iron sights. Makes it clear to see, but the fire rate is pretty good too. And I would say this is a not mid-tier, I'd say this is a good SMG. You can't really go wrong with this. It depends how you want to play. If you want to run around fast, I wouldn't recommend this. This is more like a playstyle for an AR type of person. I personally like ARs, but in the terms of SMGs, this is definitely a good SMG in my personal opinion, and I'll give this the number 4 spot on the list. This next spot is all up to personal opinion. You can either have one or two of these guns that are ear switchable, and the MX9 is very good. It's a very good SMG, but I'm gonna have to give it to number 3. The damage is good, the fire rate is good, and the mobility and handling is good, but personally I don't like how it feels. And it's a good weapon. I understand why people might have it at 2 or 1, even 1 maybe, but me personally, I'm gonna have this at number 3. These top 3 ones are kind of really irreversible depending on your opinion, but me, the MX9 is at number 3. It's very good. It's more of an AR type of SMG, but it's more leaning towards the SMG type with the mobility. But this is a good gun. You can't go wrong with this weapon. And the only downside is I don't like the iron sights, but that's my personal opinion. I know some people do like the iron sights, but I don't. It's just very clunky, but that's the only really downside I could talk about this. These SMGs are pretty good this year, so the top 3 are going to be pretty good. Coming in at number 2 is the Latchman sub. I can't really say it. I know you're gonna botch me in the comments, but it's the MP5. I'm gonna call it the MP5. This is my not favorite of all time. It's like my second favorite of all time behind the MP7. But this gun is very good. The iron sights are really good, and they kind of nerfed it. Compared to other Call of Duties, they nerfed it a lot. But the fire rate is good, the damage is good, the handling mobility is probably one of the best for SMG in my opinion. You can move around the map pretty fast with this, and it's probably the fastest moving SMG, I think. But maybe behind the MP7, but maybe, I don't know. But this one, you definitely feel like you're moving around the map pretty fast. You getting fast TTT. But it's a very good SMG. It's just not better than the one I have at number 1, and it's kind of broken. But this is a good SMG for anyone that is just like looking for a good SMG to run around with. This is one you're probably looking for. Coming in at number 1, I think everyone knows this is going to be at number 1, the Vaznev 9K. Every pro player uses it. Everyone's been using it running around the map. This is one of the best SMGs. You can't go wrong with this. Basically the top 3 are pretty good, but the fire rate and the damage are pretty good. The fire rate's probably on a little higher end. The accuracy and recoil are pretty good, but the recoil control on this is very good. I'm telling you, it's straight lasering people. And the mobility, you're running around the map pretty fast. It's probably a little bit behind the MP5, but it's probably on par. That's the only reason I'm giving this. This is the only reason I'm giving this a little bit above the MP5 and the XM9 is the mobility and the recoil control. Honestly, the recoil is just crazy good, and it's so easy to control. But this is between, it's kind of like an AR SMG, but it'd be like right in the middle of AR SMG type. But this is really good. Thank you guys for watching though. I appreciate you guys watching this video, but sub to the channel for more videos like this, or even click on my channel to see more videos. But thank you guys for watching.